Welcome to Wedding Day Podcast with your hosts, Sonja Babich, CEO of Iron Diamond Media, a leading wedding resource featuring 7 localized wedding brands across the country.
Hi everybody, Sonja Babich here with Wedding Day Podcast. I'm sitting here with Brooke Beise, our amazing publisher of Minnesota Bride and Nebraska Wedding Day. And we are here in Minnesota, actually at Summit Hills Studios. And our guests today are Grace and Sydney with Northern Pacific Center, an absolutely beautiful venue in northern Minnesota. If you know Brainerd, it's in the Brainerd neighborhood. But I've driven past this venue my entire life. And when I finally was able to walk through the doors in 2019, I fell in love. I can't wait for you all to look it up and look at photos of this beautiful venue because it is absolutely stunning and one of the biggest, I'd say, one of the greatest venues in Minnesota, and it's worth a destination to go to it. So thanks, Grace and Sydney, for being here.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so excited for everybody to learn about this amazing historic venue. So tell us about when it started. I think you mentioned it started in 2014.
Yeah, it's an old historic rail yard. We started doing weddings there in 2014. We had new ownership purchased in 2019, and so it's been over 10 years now.
Yeah, over a decade of weddings.
There's multiple venues on this property, right? But you can also do a full buyout as well, correct?
Yeah, so we have multiple different options on site. We don't currently have an option to buy out everything, but yes, you could have multiple spaces at the same time. Our most popular one right now is Blacksmith, Maine.
It looks like Restoration Hardware blew up. It's so good.
Yeah, it's an old historic blacksmith shop, beautiful brick, string lights, chandeliers. It's an amazing space. And then we have multiple different on-site ceremony options that you can add. There's also 2 getting ready suites too that come included. So it's kind of our own little private village out there. We have some shops on site too. So that's super fun.
It's just like a little community that you've created.
Yeah.
So there's the blacksmith, then the luminary, right? Is that how you say it?
Yes. Yep. So we have blacksmith, luminary. We also have 2 south and 3 main, which are ceremony options. 2 south, we can also hold receptions in there too, and we have some larger events in 2 south and our convention center that's attached to.
Yeah, it's so describing this building, it's literally cement, exposed brick everywhere, crystal chandeliers. But the one thing about this venue is you can really design the wedding that you want to have. Even though it's so aesthetically the brick, the chandeliers, but you can really transform the space.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. It's really a blank slate, all of them. So you can, create your wedding, whether it's, over the top or keeping it simple. We really see all weddings from all ends of the spectrum and in between. Yeah.
One of my favorite things too is on your property is just the photos. There's not a bad photo you can take on that property.
Right.
Like the backdrops, you have painted doors, right?
Yes, we have 47 acres of land.
Wow.
So there's a huge alfalfa field. So many beautiful historic doors, the red doors. There's a few different mural garage doors too, which are super popular. But
I took a Christmas card there.
Nice. Oh yeah, okay, I can picture it. What would you say is the sweet spot for number of guests for a wedding there?
Yeah, I would say we see around 300 to 250 is really a common number that we see.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's nice to have that flexibility, but I'm sure you can do as intimate as 50, 80, 100.
Right.
Yes, and we are trying to right now create more of those more intimate size packages of 50 or less.
Which the luminary is perfect for.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, luminary is great for guest counts of 150 or less. We just had a little corporate event in there on Monday and Tuesday.
Nice.
So we see little events in there, but perfect for intimate-sized weddings too.
The details in both the venues are just spectacular. Like, they hand printed the floor in the luminary, and then there's a wall that's all mirrors. And it's just funky but classy. It's like very and like fireplaces. It's like there's so many options just to have good photos. And sometimes I don't think couples think about that when they're touring a venue. They're thinking probably guest capacity. But venues, like, think about your photo backdrop. And that is like one thing that your venue truly brings to the table. Right. With you said alfalfa field? I didn't know it was alfalfa
field. Yeah. So absolutely, you're right. There's so many different photo backdrops and different spaces to explore for photos for sure.
Well, being it's such a like curated, beautiful space, it doesn't surprise me that you attract couples that want the more like conceptualized, curated wedding like experience. So share a little bit about that. Like, how does the because it's not a venue that's like, well, here's usually how we do things, right? It's like really kind of, you use the word intentional in your information, like just starting from like the dream and like working up from there. So share with us about that and like how food is a part of that too. I know that's
the couple's journey.
The couple's journey.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Yeah, the spaces can all be created differently, and we've a large warehouse on site actually full of rentals and furniture and drapery and all the things that you can add in-house.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a huge warehouse, full of furniture and different things. We have tabletop upgrades as well. But we have so many different things that couples can add just to make it their own and make it, true to them.
Fun.
So when a couple comes and they're having their planning meeting with you, how does that look from start to finish? Is it multiple meetings? Is it one meeting? How should they come prepared to have a meeting with you at your space?
So I kind of see the client from all the way from the start when they inquire to the tour, walk them around, helping them with their invoice, contract, and then I am there for venue questions all the way up to the wedding day. So I go back and forth answering questions. And usually I do like to do a walkthrough around that 30-day mark before their wedding to walk through like our foundry rental collection, to pick out their selections. We include a specific amount of furniture within the rental as well. So they get to choose those things or upgrade if they want. And so usually around 30 days, but it's so fun going back and forth and emailing questions and answering and helping couples.
So when did Sydney come into the picture? I'm sure are you the food side of things?
Yep, so all things food and beverage for catering. So the on-site restaurant has an incredible chef there. His name is Matt. He does all the catering for the private events on site as well. So he is an absolute gem to work with and kind of curate new menus for clients and kind of what they want exactly. So when they get to me, they come to their tasting. So we do a couple chef samplings throughout the year that they get to come, kind of see the service style of the catering aspect, understand, the china, what's included, kind of meet some of the staff that might potentially be at their wedding as well, their captains, bartenders, people like that, which is always a really fun experience. Gives them a really good opportunity to get out on date night and talk wedding planning too, which is wonderful. So usually about 6 to 9 months out is when we have that tasting. So that's when I kind of come into the picture and start getting them thinking about the food choices for their big day. Because obviously when they tour, when they're on the front end of wedding planning, they haven't gotten into those nitty-gritty details yet. So it takes a little bit into planning to get to my side. But then once they do get to my side, they're all full-fledged into kind of those fun details of what entrees and bar and those pieces.
I think you just hit the nail on the head there. Like, minimum to select your dinner menu or your menu or food for your wedding day, that's 6 to 9, because you need to have your invitations created and printed and sent out by 4 months before the wedding.
Yep. And at that point, the clients might not know those timelines. So it is kind of on me as, the professional to say, hey, this is kind of the structured timeline that you guys should kind of follow to get your things done on early, not only for you, but also your guests to get those dietary restrictions, get those invitations in, and to overall budget, your guest count, because obviously that has a really big effect on it with food.
What are you seeing for food? What are people doing?
You know, I've seen a really big bust back into plated meals.
Yeah.
I feel like a few years ago it was really heavy on like stations and more of that social aspect. But lately, probably the past year or so, it's been a big push back to the kind of that classic plated option. I think people are stepping back into the kind of that elegance of it, which is really incredible and just kind of gives us the opportunity to, you know, showcase that elegance, which matches the venue too.
Yeah, I think it's a way to actually like relax and actually enjoy the venue when it's a plated dinner. Like being social, the stations are great, and you can still have that aspect in the cocktail hour.
Yep, and the cocktail hour is really great to kind of have that social piece where people can move around, and also late night snack, you know, having a fun aspect after dinner words, you know, staying away from like the classic pizza that everybody obviously loves when they're drinking too much, but doing like
I call it a beer sponge.
Oh yeah, I love that too. Yep. Doing that like classic like Chicago dog station or like a walking taco station is really fun. So having those other aspects are still totally attainable within the day.
What are some of the new like things that couple bring to you? I'm sure like I think I overheard espresso martinis. Like,
that is one thing that I am getting
favorite
constant requests about is espresso martinis, and not necessarily like at the bar for the entire night, but a lot of couples are pulling that out as like an announcement at 9:30 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
as like
I
a
love
special
that.
opportunity. Like
Fun
you know,
signature drink.
You guys are still here, so let's pull out another little surprise for you know
Yeah.
the 50 to 70% of guests that are still on site.
Yeah.
So,
What I
keeps
just
them
love
going.
about this is like just the openness of hearing new ideas and trends and delivering those dreams for your couples, because sometimes I feel like venues can get very single-minded and in their lane of like a well-oiled machine, this is what we do. But if you want to consistently be a hot and trendy venue, you need to be open to the new ideas, especially when it comes to food and beverage.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And with a lot of the couples, because they are a lot of destination here from the Twin Cities, they see this place and they want to come there. So you got to give them all of the reasons to come up, you know, 2 hours north of the cities and give them a special night from start to finish.
2 hours north of the cities, isn't it 3? No? Maybe if you're driving, Sydney.
I've done this too much in my life. It's just 2 hours.
We'll call it 2.5. We'll call it 2.5.
But you know, it's just to know, again, it's a very beautiful destination venue because you have many beautiful resorts on the lake to stay and enjoy. So you can really make this venue a weekend getaway for your guests.
Right.
There's not lodging on the property, but there's very lodging close by that is an experience for your guests in general, which I know Grandview, and we have Craigens, we have Madden's, and I know they'll probably be coming on the show sooner than later, but I know they're big supporters of your venue as well. Because all your couples are beautiful. I swear every couple that get married at your venue is like cover worthy, like like our Grace, who was cover 2 or cover 1 or something in 2020.
We are so lucky with our couples, definitely. Yeah, everyone's so great and so beautiful. You're right.
And trendy.
Which
Which is like usually when couples see other trendy couples, they want to like get married at the trendy spot. So, and you consistently have been doing that since we met in 2019. So it's just great to see that you're continue to bring in quality weddings and beautiful weddings to your property.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we just actually did a styled shoot because that helps us to stay trendy and stay current too, and to kind of capture those couples and show them what's possible. And that was so fun. We partnered with Sarah Heath Photography, which I know is a Minnesota Bride member too.
Yes, Sarah's great.
Yeah, so we're so excited to see see those photos come back.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll need to see those pictures.
We have to see
Great.
those.
They're really good.
When you're doing a style shoot on your property, what do you look for when you're putting one together to like communicate what is on like the goal for you with having a style shoot?
Yeah, so we usually have a team meeting and try to think of things that we specifically want to showcase. With this one, we did showcase some food as well, but we also look for vendors in the area and just that want to partner with us, and we love to provide that space for them to be creative in their own way too. So
it's for marketing,
Yeah, exactly.
I think one of the really cool parts that you brought in was that old vintage car. Is that classicness that's kind of coming back, like I mentioned, that elegance. So I thought that was a really cool add to the photo shoot too.
Yeah.
Is that old classic car.
Yeah.
What is some of the curveballs that you have seen on a wedding day that like you made magic happen without them knowing.
I love that. So we haven't always had an exclusive caterer in our venue. We used to have a long list of caterers from our area, but also surrounding areas that we used to work with. And I think that since we've brought on our catering company and having our own team, it's really helped elevate our service and our venue too.
Because a lot of times when a caterer comes into a venue, they think it's the venue.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what we were finding when the caterer that they'd bring in would fail or not hold up to expectations. We were also looked poorly on then too. So it's so nice that it's our team that handles the food and bartending too. It's our team, so it's really great and just positive. That
we're able to kind of control that.
Control
service
it,
aspect.
exactly.
Yeah.
It sounds so silly. It's like a beautiful orchestra. Like watching the plated meals come out, like when the servers were on their game, like, I mean, it literally is something. Like when everything is like on and this, you know, it's beautiful to watch it come out. I
think that's a great question for couples to like ask about when they're meeting and touring of like the experience of your staff, because they're the ones interacting with your guests as well. Like getting can I get an extra cup of coffee, honey? Or all those little surprises. They're actually the ones that are being superheroes, and we don't talk about them as much.
Absolutely.
But they truly are being the superheroes to make sure that your day is being happy and perfect. It's looking clean. It's looking yummy. It's doing all the things, that customer service side of the wedding day.
And if you have that staff, they're trained really well to know when to hurry up and then wait, and then hurry up and wait, and when to act and when to kind of step in.
It literally is like orchestra, exactly like what you're saying.
And especially when they know the property very well.
It helps to have that on-site staff too. Obviously, if you have multiple caterers in there, it can be a little bit more tricky. So having that exclusivity means your staff are there every single week and they know their role and they're great at it.
Awesome. Well, is there any, last question, is there anything that you just want to share, highlight about your property and why it's such a special place to have a wedding day at?
I think I would love to share that, we're now offering a new seasonal discounted rate for January through April of 2026. We are, offering seasonal packages, so just wanted to put that out there. But I would encourage viewers to just tour it themselves, to come. I would love to tour you and show you the spaces. They're so unique and so beautiful.
Yeah, and our open houses, our chef samplings, they're also full open houses. So all of the spaces are decorated. So we open it up to potential clients that want to come tour the space, try the food right away, and kind of get to know Grace and the team and everybody. So there's always a reason to come up and come visit.
Perfect. Awesome. Love that.
Fun.
Well, thank you too for being on Wedding Day Podcast.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
It's been awesome to come down here and chat with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody for tuning in to Wedding Day Podcast. We'll see you next time. See you. Bye.
Bye.